Jackpot, recording is in progress. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be clearing our minds. It's our theme for the day. And we're going to be doing a little bit of a meditation and intertwining clearing our minds with the work that we were doing last month, which was all about identity. And it doesn't even matter if you've watched the replay on the identity work or any of that kind of stuff, because as we go through the meditation, I will be guiding you and inviting questions from different parts of your identity, different elements of you. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through the meditation as a whole, and you just need to be with it and not worrying about trying to remember any of it or capture any of it. Just experience it. And then at the end, when we come back out of the meditation, I'll be inviting you to journal immediately. So you might want to get your journal and a pen or pencil handy before we start. Okay. So, as we know, our theme this month is what we want, because often we don't know what we want. We often are told what we should want and told by marketing companies that we should want their things, and society tells us we should want certain things. There's loads of ageism in this, that we should have certain things by certain ages as well. So all kinds of stories that we get told that are going to affect what we feel like we want or what we think we want. And so as we clear our mind, as we go through this meditation today, we're going to be asking different parts of ourselves what we want rather than just our logical brain. So we're going to come out of thinking and be with feeling and experiencing. And as we move around the different identities, we might feel like different parts of us are responding. So as we drop in, I'm going to be inviting different physical parts of you to respond. And then I'm going to invite different identities of yours to respond. And you might feel like a bit discombobulated because you might be getting responses from your shoulders or your forehead or your tummy or your knees, right? There's no right and wrong with this. It is just what it is. So experience it all and enjoy it. So hopefully you're going to be able in a position where you can get yourselves comfy. And we're going to be doing the meditation together for probably about half an hour. So we're going to just make sure you can get your feet flat on the floor if that's possible. I'm going to tip my chair backwards so I can shuffle forwards and get my feet flat on the floor. A bit further actually. I'm going to perch on the edge of my chair so my feet are properly flat on the floor. And with your hands, you can do whatever you like. So some people don't know what to do with their hands. So you can put them on your lap. You can put them face down, palm down on your knees or your thighs. You can make like a little, put one hand on top of the other. And sometimes one hand wants to go on top of the other. So just feel what, maybe if you want to take that option, what feels nice. Again, different days will feel like a different way of sitting is what you need. And you can, if you want to, you can make a little mudra with your hands. So you can have your thumb and your forefinger together and your hands facing up on your legs. You can have them facing down. So if they're open, they're up, they're usually sort of referred to as being open to ideas and stuff. And if they're down, it's just a more insular, internal kind of meditation. And you can take it to different fingers. So you can use two fingers, you can use middle finger, you can do whatever you like. They just symbolize different things. And sometimes rather than thinking about what the scriptures say, just feel into what your body needs today. So I'm just going to invite you to maybe take a little movement, squeeze your shoulder blades together and let them go. Just relax your body. Just take a couple of breaths just to settle yourself in. And as we go through the meditation together, you can keep your eyes open and just gaze gently down in front of you if that feels comfortable. Or you can close your eyes and you can do a mixture of both. So just settling down into your breath, allowing your spine to be upright, but your body relaxed around it. Relaxing your face, relaxing your tongue in your mouth, maybe moving it around, moving your jaw from side to side and then letting it settle in the center. Allowing your shoulder blades to slide down the back of your ribs so that your shoulders feel rested. Allowing your breath to drop into your diaphragm so your shoulders aren't moving up and down as you breathe. Your diaphragm is supporting your body to feel safe and relaxed. Just checking in with your body and just asking it how it is today. And we're going to begin our meditation by simply sitting with the question, what do you want? What do you want? And perhaps you want to turn the question around and speak to yourself and invite the question, what do I want? And just gently holding this question and being aware of any wisdom that comes from your mind and body. You might be receiving some words. They might seem random. Perhaps it's an image, perhaps it's a feeling. No need to judge whatever your body and your mind is giving you. Just welcome it with thanks. Now we're going to move into our heart space. So inviting your awareness to move into the center of your rib cage, feeling your physical heart, softening around that physical heart of yours. Inviting your heart to speak. Just asking the question of yourself, what is my heart's desire? What does your heart desire? And just again, feeling into whatever response you get from your mind and body. What does your heart desire? When you feel like you have listened to your own heart, perhaps taking your awareness to your soul, that sense of your soul. Just again, sitting with the question, what does my soul want? Perhaps the word spirit feels more aligned for you. What does your spirit want? Or perhaps it expresses this as a need. What does your spirit want? What does your spirit need? Again, just inviting that sense. Perhaps it's a word, perhaps it's a feeling, perhaps it's a vision. Just inviting it with gratitude. Inviting your soul to speak, really listening to the response. Now bringing your awareness to your sense of mind. And maybe you perceive your mind in your physical head. Maybe your mind is elsewhere in your nervous system or somewhere else. Just checking in with what your mind craves. What does your mind need or want? Perhaps the response is different here. Perhaps it's more thoughts. Perhaps it's still feelings, words, visions. Simply allowing your mind to communicate with you as both the thinker of the thoughts and the observer of the thoughts. Checking in with your body, that your spine is still upright and your body is soft around it. Your feet are connected to the floor, where you feel grounded. Checking in now with our identities. Coming back to that question of I, the identity of I, and sitting with the question, what do I truly, deeply, honestly want? And again, simply waiting for a response from I. Noticing perhaps where your sense of I as an identity is in your mind or body. We're going to turn now to the identity of me. And you can wrangle this question if the grammar feels odd. So we're going to invite the question, what does my sense of me want? What does me want? You can ask the question, what do I want for me? And again, your sense of me might be in a different place. Just being with the experience. And if there's a little bit of conflict between different identities, desires, just allow that and be with it without judgment or question. Next, we're going to sit with the question, what does myself want? Perhaps you want to make the question, what do I want for myself? Or what does me want for myself? What does my sense of self want? Exploring that sense of self and inviting her to say what that self wants. If we work now with the identity of you, how do you feel you respond when I ask you, what do you want? What do you want? Just inviting that sense of you-ness to answer. Perhaps your identity is of you as your own name. So when we sit with the question and we ask, what does our own identity want? So I would ask, what does Zoe want? So using your own name, sitting with the question, what is you by name? What does she want? Now we're going to reconnect with our younger versions of ourselves. Perhaps we have a sense of an inner child. Perhaps it's a younger version of ourselves. Perhaps you have an image of her or a sense of her. And just invite your inner child to share with you what she wants. What does your inner child want? And we're going to take ourselves forwards into the future and connect with a sense of our future self, an older, wiser self. And again, you may have a sense of where she is. She might be outside of you or part of you inside. Perhaps you have a vision of her or a sense of her, that future you. And ask her what she wants. To invite you to come back to your sense of physical presence, sense of you that is here meditating. Just taking your awareness to your physical self, being aware that your spine is still upright. And your body is soft around it. And your breath is still coming gently from your diaphragm. Allow your heart and your mind to be open to all of the learning that all of the parts of you have shared. Bringing to mind the different identities and what their true desires are. Noticing whether they gave you their response in words or feelings or visions. You may want to send some gratitude and thanks to each of those parts for sharing their experiences with you. It may feel nice to place a hand on your heart, perhaps one hand on your heart, one on your tummy, your solar plexus. Perhaps both hands on your heart feels right for you. Feeling into what feels right for you, just taking a moment to be with yourself. All the parts of yourself coming to wholeness, coming together as one, not separate. And returning to that sense of you as a whole, integrated, perfect woman. Taking a few nourishing breaths down into your diaphragm, releasing through your nose or mouth what no longer serves you. In a moment, we will be releasing our meditative state. I'll give you some time to journal on your learning from the different parts of you today. So when you are ready, flickering your eyes open, When you feel the time is right and everything is settled, just taking some time with your journal and your pen or pencil to capture the thoughts or feelings from the different parts of your identity and what each of you wants.